the verse of the day teachings that we have. And today's little mini parable and little teaching, these teachings are full of images and pictures and stories that help us consider deeper truths. And this one comes from Matthew 7, verses 1 through 6. It says this in the NIV, "Do not judge, or you too will be judged. For in the same way that you judge others, you will be judged. And with the measure you use, it will be measured to you. Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there's a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye. Do not give to dogs what is sacred. Do not throw your pearls to pigs. If you do, they may trample them under their feet and turn and tear you to pieces." And we see kind of these three movements in this parable teaching here today. And on all three of these movements, there's a relationship that Jesus is inviting us to consider between yourself and others. And this comes on the heels in the Sermon on the Mount where Jesus has just spoken about worry. And people like Dallas Willard have done a great job showing how this line of thought this isn't just a thought in a vacuum, but this comes on the heels of worry. And worry drives us to use our critical thinking and our critical spirit and direct it towards others. And here, Jesus invites us to direct those thoughts towards ourselves. Be careful, he says, what you do towards others, because in that same way, that same measure will be used on yourself. Be careful when we examine all the little specks in everybody else's lives, the little things, when actually we should spend our energy focused on the things, the bigger things in our own lives. Be careful, Jesus says, that when you would take these things that you hold valuable, these pearls of God's wisdom, and you would project them onto people that don't necessarily find the same value. Always be aware, Jesus says, of how these ideas and how the way that you pursue your life with Jesus impacts other people, and focus that critical reflection on our own hearts and lives. So is that something that maybe we can work on in this very week?